Today, Precarious plays
Phantom Brave. Got a battle strategy in mind. One small problem. I forgot to repair a couple of pieces of equipment. The idea is that I'm going to have... Oh. Balls. You guys are the worst.
That's what they were hiding. That's how they decided to do it.
They're just gonna break all of the fun crystals that provide bonuses?
Yep, they're just going to get to them before you can.
Well, they broke 2 of them, which is...
How much does that put your plan through the ringer?
I think that they were just experience? I think they were just providing experience. It's not a big deal. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to confine someone to this crystal then. It actually reduces intelligence, so I guess I'll do Dex. I think that... I mean, I should still be fine. The thing that I'm more worried about almost always in this game is that they'll all just decide to gang up on me on one character at a time. I mean, that's like a huge problem with the design of this game. It's very evident that if I were playing as the enemy, unless there was a huge level difference on my side, on my current side, on Morona's team.
Yeah.
If everyone was the same, everybody started at the same level, I could beat Morona's team with the bad guy team, like without fail, I think. I don't think that, like plopping down 8 enemies on the map, it's obvious that I'm gonna win because the game is designed to be a little stupid with its moves.
Yeah. Do you think that they do that to make Morona seem more competent, or do you think that they do that to make the monsters seem...
disorganized and sort of dumb?
Yeah.
Probably that. Or maybe it's probably just to create a more interesting gameplay scenario because it's very lopsided, but ultimately whenever you win, it's more fun facing down an army of... Like there's one that's in an upcoming chapter. It's very peculiar. It's like a bunch of creatures in a forest and they've lined up to like worship an object. You'll just have to see it. It's impossible to miss. You'll know it when we get there. I think that creating fun, quirky, thematically appropriate, interesting gameplay stuff is the first concern. Just with this game. Which is, I think, why it's so strange sometimes, the gridless movement and the chaos that causes. Oh, I should just try to have him go pick up one of the pillars. That's what I should do. What does just punching do? That's not awful.
No, that's... do it in 3. Is he gonna bust up that fucking pillar? He's going over there like he's gonna bust up that fucking pillar.
That's what the other one was doing. It's fine, I'll probably get there. 50, 60, and it's almost exploded anyway. Firebomb. So I explained to you why I can't just put the fire or the bomb attacks on her directly. That was too much damage. That was a big number game. I don't like that enemy class at this point because the problem is that I think at this point in the game, the majority of characters, they are either physical or magical. There isn't...
They're not well-rounded?
No, not that. They don't have the mixed specialization where you have like a monk that is resistant to magic but then deals physical damage. So defensively, the smart play would be to stick mages on that guy because they have higher resistance. But the problem is that it itself is very resistant, so they wouldn't deal very much damage in return. What I need to fight this is some sort of magic knight or monk, right? Mm-hmm. Something that mixes magical resilience, but then with physical attacks. But what I have to do instead, I need to. Yeah, I've gotta resolve this situation over there, or Ingot Steelman is not going to make it, and I put him in that rock that I want.
Yeah.
So I've got to try to keep him alive.
Make sure that he's gonna make it, because
I don't think
Ingot Steelman needs to bring home his rock.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think that it's gonna happen for me because I think it did 80 before, like a number over 80.
Yeah, and if it hits again, then that's it.
Right. And their intelligence is the same because that thing didn't modify. I was hoping that these creatures modified intelligence significantly, but they don't. Can I, maybe if I provide a different target, like if I confine epoxy with that?
And run her right over there.
Or
that.
Or I can just try to kill that one.
Yeah.
That was a big number, but it wasn't big enough. And I'm worried that they're probably gonna get mashed.
Although you were right about that.
I was not expecting that, though. I was expecting that. Not happy about it, but it was not, shocking. I don't know what that was. I think it may have been a vase.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's mirrored over there.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
The money protection. This is the kind of map that I need to come back to level and then also benefit more from after I've leveled, because I can clear it before they break all of the best bonuses.
Yeah. Do you think that they provide you... How much intention do you think that they have with providing you an opportunity to return to the same maps over and over again?
Do you mean, like, do they plan on me doing that, or?
I mean, do they put all of this fancy candy around in awkward places?
You can get back to almost all of them from the map screen.
So they assume that you're going to go back and replay it because you're going to see things along the way that you're like, oh, dang it, I need this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is an enemy corpse. I'm not... Yeah.
That's everybody. You did everybody in. Kind of. Mostly.
I got one of them, and one of them is at half. That one was already overkilled. Or it was already down, so that's not a big deal, but...
What's the other guy's excuse? Why the hell is he so tough?
Was someone lifting him? Oh, no, he just has 70% water resistance.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's see. Are these attacks based on current HP or maximum HP? Stone pillar. Let's do a good shot and see what happens. That was so much
close.
That was so much knockback, but it didn't deal very much damage. It must be based on current HP then.
Oh, fuck.
Right? No, because it says ability level and the attribute is 146.
Why did it knock it out? So close. Look at that fucker. He's right on the edge. Ah! You're right. I think this does feel a little bit too loosey-goosey sometimes.
And that was like, that awful move that the cats use that I hate so much.
Yeah.
Where it just throws you in a random direction, and it's like they're not even trying.
Yeah.
They're not trying to knock you out.
They're just trying to be frustrating.
Right. Like, I feel like Berserker, that's a much better example of a similar technique, right? Because that always knocks them in a specific direction, which is away from, like, out of the cone. If I could only...
Can you scoot to the other side of that? There.
The little toesies? Did I get the little...
Oh, you had it, but then you scooted to the other side of the thing.
No, he gets an arrow over him. I can't reach. Not even with the corner. Can't. So close. Yeah.
I don't know. It
Ah.
adds tension to the thing.
No, because it's not gonna work.
Just throw something at him and knock him off the ledge. We can do that, right?
No, I'm just gonna do the safe bet. I'm going to smack this guy.
All right. Level up.
Yeah, so imagine thinking about those cats again. Imagine watching that roll over upwards of 250 times, I think. And that was pretty easy to set through after ending your turn over and over and over again to let the rabbits level up to begin with.
That sounds like not very much fun. I mean, I guess it would be rewarding in its own way, but it's like...
It's an illicit thrill. It is, ha ha ha. Look at me break the rules.
Yeah, look what I can do. I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that mentality. I need to have Ingot timeout to try to take that rock home. I think that guy could still be a problem, so I will probably finish him off with Ash. But I think I've got this one in the bag. I know I keep saying this, like the in-between sessions I need to blank.
Yeah.
But, for real, in between sessions I need to spend a little bit of time just buffing up Marona. Usually at this point in the game, she's a much tougher independent unit. I don't know what I've been neglecting. I think it may be that I haven't grafted any moves onto her yet. That might be the problem. I remember Punish being enough, but I'll have to check and see why she's not. If I am down to just Marona, I usually consider it a failure in this playthrough so far.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, oh, this is the end for me. I can't do enough with just Marona.
Yeah, so she needs to be a little bit more tough.
Yeah, that's not normally the case. Normally I don't feel that way. It doesn't feel like a failure state just being left with Marona. Because she's fine. I think that if there's a flaw with her, it's that she, for, reasons, she can't benefit from confinement bonuses.
Yeah.
So she can't get to the ridiculous levels that other characters can.
She gets to be alive, though. That's kind of nice.
That's a narrative consideration. I don't care.
You don't get bonuses from alive.
Yeah, it's actually, we might actually be talking about... Yeah, we might actually be talking about a penalty. Stone Pillar. I want to see what it's like. Okay, see, that was pretty good. I think that did 42. I want to try to hit him again. The same enemy with the same attack, but with full HP. Or more full HP. Do you have any questions about the game that I can answer?
No.
Just because you're dumb and you can't answer them.
No, that's not the case. The questions that I have are not about the game. They're more about like your reaction and your feelings about this game, because I think that I get it, the basics. And whenever I don't completely understand what's happening. I love asking questions, so that's not so much of a problem. Basically what I'm saying, to be fair, to be kind to you, you've already answered many of the questions that I have had come up.
Okay.
But, that said, I wonder what you would do to improve this game. Improve this game's mechanics specifically. Other than moving it onto a hex grid, because I think that we've talked about that.
I would try it with a hex grid first. I would add icons to this menu for elements. And by default, it would just have like a little purple-gray square with like a white hash through it. Or not a hash, but like a line just to say non-elemental.
So just making a few things a little bit easier to, I would say more legible. Yeah, I think more legible is correct, even though we're not talking about necessarily letters.
Yeah.
Because you read symbols just as much as you read the symbols that are letters.
I think that this game would benefit. I'm thinking like in the context of like a Phantom Brave 2. I think that there's a system that's in Disgaea D2 that is adorable in that game, and I think it would be very appropriate for this one.
Yeah.
A system of affection between units. Like basically, unit-to-unit friendship. It's a meter that just builds up over time.
Is this like, oh gosh, Fire Emblem?
Sort of.
Friendship where they get bonuses
That
from
did a-
hanging out together? That did do.
So it's based on current HP then.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine that attack has such great variance that it would deal 40 and then just deal 60 for just based on a die roll. I didn't get the thing. Okay, we're gonna go because I've got to roll again on that Great Sacred Rock.
Okay.
And I'll answer more of that tomorrow, because I've still got things to say on it.